Hello guys, welcome back to another video. It's me, Turkish Mapping. I know I haven't been uploading in a while, but this episode is gonna be pretty interesting. Hopefully. Let's see what I can do. So, here in Europe, last time we got Ukraine being destroyed by Russia. And Europe not being too happy about that because they also took Moldova, which is right here. And Romania also is not pretty happy about that, which is here. So, you have a vote in UK, of course. Guess what? It's another referendum on if Scotland should get independence. For 9%, for 9% no, 41% yes, but that's really close, so they don't get independence. What about Northern Ireland? Well, there's also a referendum for that. It's a yes. Yay. It's also like pretty close, like 47% yes and 43% no. That's pretty close. Wait, now we got Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador. Wait, no, not El Salvador. Probably wouldn't join, but we got Guatemala. From last here, got a bunch of different stuff. We got a canal here. It's China, and Honduras lost the second football war. That's what I'm gonna call it. So they got beat up pretty badly. So Honduras decides to unite with Guatemala as their economies are not doing too good right now. And El Salvador is not happy about that at all. And Belize decides to join. That's later. That's in the future. Anyways, now we got a Central American nation. Yay. Now, South America doesn't really change apart from Guyana's. Yeah. So we got some stuff in Africa. This is big gold wars again. Got this. Got this. This. Which causes this. And this. This. But these two are probably like only for coincidental. When they see these guys lose, they're gonna be like, oh, these guys are losing, let's betray them. Probably not though, because it would probably be like that. Well, with the start of another war, we got some things going down here. Some Sudanese troops getting too eager and shoots an Ethiopian troop here, and then that's taken by an act of war by the Ethiopian government, and got this. So this and this is not good. Also because there's this, and this probably. And And Djibouti's like, no, please, I don't want to get involved. Like a bunch of military bases. Want to raise my economy, not crash it. Oh, also, this guy wants them to join there, so they ask them to join if they win the war. Which they say, okay, we'll join if we win the war. Anyways, let's start. Now that I got 2 fronts to focus on, this is gonna be difficult because 2 fronts equal not too good. Anyways, South Africa begins their campaign into Lesotho, and they capture the capital, and they annex Eswatini. Meanwhile, they're doing that. The armies of Botswana and Namibia do a little tiny push into South America. Why do I always get South America and South Africa confused? It's South America. I said it again. South Africa. There. They do a tiny push, not a big one, a tiny one, just for now. And South America, I keep saying it, the South African government still needs to keep troops here so people here won't rebel. But they're feeling lazy, so they kill them all. Classic South American governments. And they use propaganda to cover it up, so their own people don't riot. Classic government in 2020 and 2022. Anyways, the South American Army. Why do I keep calling it South America? The South African Army pushes the Botswanan. What do we even call people from Botswana? Botswanese? Botswanian? Botswani? Even though that's probably like, even though the E is like for Arabs and the E's is for like East Asia. Anyways, we got pushes back to the original border, so we can start back from 0. Except that's not really 0, but yes, we'll say it's 0. We have a large encirclement on the Botswanan, I'll call it Botswanan, on the Botswanan capital. Which, why in the world would they ever put it here when it can be in the center of the country, like here? Like, even your capital is probably landlocked, even though we'll probably have rivers. Come on. What is this? And but they take it. Government relocates here, or somewhere in northern Botswana. Fun fact: the Namibia used to be part of South Africa, so they're not too happy about this. Namibian government is like up here, the capital there. So we got a lot of angry South African people pushing in. They're angry because they don't like to be invaded. The Botswana gets pushed back. So this is literally the part where no more pushing back for the South Africans. So they just steamroll through the country. Hey, you know what? Let's send all our supplies to Botswana and Namibia so we can take them over faster. Which works. Because their army is undersupplied and corrupted, probably. Anyways, Botswana surrenders, and when the South Africans take the Namibian panhandle and also surround the Namibian capital somewhere like here, they surrender. So, yay. Wait, no, not yay. This is not good. Now we will see the horrible things that come after this. Take a look. I hate having to do this every time. Instead of being able to just paint bucket it to white. Anyways, we have the classic annexation and annexation. And instead of annexing the entire country, they say, no, let's be kind and take some of your land instead. And then they're all like, how is that kind? Anyways, now South America, I said it again. Now South Africa is looking like old colonial times again, when they were British. Anyways, also these countries now being corrupted a lot. Unite. Northern South America. Northern South Africa is now a country. Even though I don't think they would call it that, they would probably just call it like Republics of Botswana and Namibia. Let's also add a democratic to make it sound African. Even though every country that says it's democratic is not democratic. Anyways, now... Oh, I forgot that we raised the war up here. So, gotta do that again. Yay. Now, well, here's the short. And now we can begin. If we didn't have these things that existed, these things when they don't paint bucket properly, that's pain. But in Microsoft Paint, even though this is not Microsoft Paint. Anyways, you're kidding me. Much better. Also, we gotta make sure these guys don't get involved, or else this will cause just kidding. But hopefully it won't. Right? Anyway, we have the Somalian government being extremely corrupt, so Somaliland rebelling, yay. Free dub to the red team. Anyways, the red team make some advancements into southern Somalia with the goals of reaching the capital and splitting the country into a few pieces. this part just gets annexed. So now they have access to the Indian Ocean, which is not good. Also, this means they're gonna have pirates again. Hey, why did that turn? I was not supposed to do that. A Somalian government being very corrupt dies. And with that, we have the collapse of Somalia. Now we can focus on our main front, which these guys don't want to join, but are forced to join because they are promised land, which breaks out into a civil war, of course. Classic, because a lot of governments in this time are very corrupt. The more you know. And we have corrupt governments. Yes. Corrupt governments. Anyways, now we should also add this. For the people, their capital is right here. And I hate that fact. Because it's very un-Giga-Chad. Even their capital is here. And not here. Even though I can understand that because it's literally freaking desert, which is there. And we have a lot of guerrilla warfare going. Guerrilla warfare going on because of this, and also governments being undersupplied and very corrupt. We have this for the front. Anyways, these guys don't care because buffer state, classic. Anyways, we have pushes in. Yeah, that's the wrong code. We have pushes into Eritrea and capture the capital, which at least is here instead of like corner of the thing, the country, not the thing. It's a country. This really looks like a peninsula, so I really want to call it a peninsula. It's not a peninsula. We are in the Horn of Africa. Anyways, you have the encirclement of the capital, which we'll leave it like that. Anyways, we have Eritrea being used as a free dub front again, just like Somalia, but less corrupt. Even though they're not corrupt, how you think? They do small push. The Sudanese army is getting mobilized and ready. You'll wait and see when the Egyptians come here. Because they need some time to mobilize, because they got such a big army. Anyways, finally these guys care and see that, and this country's government, which is no more, says that they will be good and that they won't do bad if they help him, well, the government, with the civil war. So they say yes, and they help the country. That is good, but bad for these guys. So now they got -1 funds. Now guess what? Now these guys are only gonna be used like Bulgaria in World War I and World War II, sitting around and doing nothing, only being used as fronts. Of course, classic. Anyways, we got the Sudanese army, which is now mobilized and ready to fight, and they stop that spearhead. And they do that successfully. And they save Eritrea from collapse. Yay! The Ethiopian army is very angry about this. So he sends all of his army to go north and destroy the Sudanese. Which, fun fact, works very well. But then the East African Federation. There we go. East African Federation. Like, bro, what the hell are you doing? That's gonna make us lose. And then Ethiopia is like, you literally do the same thing, but worse. And guess what? Unstable governments equals riots. Classic riots, which can also change the status of the entire war. Got riots. I don't even think anyone lives there though. Riots in the jungle, impossible. Riots, and overall riots number 2, but defeated riots. And also riots because South Sudan exists. Anyway, this is bad because all their army is up here. Now they gotta deal with this. So they're like, Ethiopia, can you deal with this? Bro, I've had enough. Okay, sure, we'll retract. And Ethiopia is like, I did not agree to this. So they get pushed out. Now they have to focus on a massive front. Meanwhile, trying to keep the Egyptians stalling before they come steamrolling them. So, yeah, they push further than these guys who are like scaredy chickens. Because they're trying to attack places that are not the jungles. Classic these guys here. Anyways, their plans, which they say are epic, definitely are not epic and fail. Because they're by an African nation. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Oh, this is also not really good. Oh, now they're in here. That's really not good at all. Biggest example of these countries we like. Oh, that's also not good. Wait, if this happens, this means that the pirates are gonna come back. What do I mean by pirates? I mean this. Oh, well, they don't have ocean yet, right? Yeah, well, this exists. Corruption. So that happens. Anyways, now let's pretend these things are supposed to be rights, or the remaining pieces of the governments. So they help that out by cleaning it up. Especially the ones in Somaliland. Now, Ethiopia is in danger, extremely endangered, and this guy, who wasn't even doing anything the entire war, gives up. Wait, no, it's not supposed to do that. This guy who was doing nothing for the during the entire war is like, nah, man, war's not my type. I don't like to do wars. I'm out. I'm out of here. Even though they still got some people in their territory. Now, these guys are really not happy. Guess, do you hear that bell? Can you guess what that bell is? That bell is really loud. I wonder what that bell is. Oh no, the Egyptians are here. That means we are very screwed. Now, this is bad. This is also bad. Now we got this, which is also really bad. Oh, but last minute effort's sake, at least these guys still got Somaliland again. Yay. Very nice. I just realized how long I will need to click the undo button for, thus causing a bunch of noise because I have no idea why. Egyptians are here. Very sad. Now I'm very sad. Now I feel like I need to say goodbye because Addis Ababa, the capital of Ethiopia, is now in circles. Ethiopia, not wanting to deal with this, deals with it anyways by breaking the encirclement against the Egyptian army. Bro, at least break this encirclement. You're literally the largest encirclement they've ever had. Ever. Oh look, you have made it much easier. No wait, if your army is here, then what about their... Oh. Yeah, see, there goes your capital now. You are very dumb, aren't you? You are very stupid. At least they reconnect back with this country. I see their plan now. But you literally just freaking lost your capital. Also, these guys were already in more trouble than you wanted. Now I got to deal with their trouble now. Because this is what the fronts look like. And you realizing that? Well, Ethiopia now realizing that. Trying to click the... Where's the... Ethiopia now realizing that. Gives up. And these guys, they decide to off with being taken out brutally. Oh, guess what? These guys are back in for more. Oh, come on. You do nothing during the entire war. Now this is when you decide to show up. You sussy. You are such a bastard. Just like Bulgaria in World War I and World War II. Doing nothing until the end. Now we gotta go through this. Very long. Anyways, meanwhile I click undo on this. I want to ask you guys to please like and subscribe. We're trying to reach our goal of 30 subscribers, which I think we have reached. So let's try and reach 40 subscribers by the end of next month. If we can reach 40 subscribers, I will do I'll make a video where you guys can comment on it and requesting anything you want for my channel. Anything. Really. Anything. Ever. And since these guys still existed, they're gonna get their border. Finally. Yay. They get their border. Finally. That means... Oh no. That means this is gonna happen. You're gonna get land. Not on my watch, says Somalia. Being Somalian. Even though their government is even more corrupt now. So they're probably not going to last until the next few videos. Oh yeah, that border looks really ugly. Isn't that what Africa is all about? Ugly borders? Yes, sir. It is now Eritrea is more thick with their peninsula. I call it a peninsula. I call it a peninsula. It's not a peninsula with their panhandle. Now there is no panhandle. There's only Ethiopia. There's only Eritrea. Anyway, Sudan gets a bunch of land. And also because Central African Republic was being a bastard, Sudan also takes some land out of them. Way to go, boys. But that gives Sudan hello ugly borders here. That won't be very well noticed. Now they look like Chad. Right. I think that's why they did that. So they can look like Chad. Yes. Look, we have Chad. We have Giga Chad and we have Chad. Yes. I don't know what I'm even saying now. Anyways, also these guys get some land, even though they were big bastards. So they lose this land, which becomes South Sudan, which looks really ugly because it is South Sudan. Classic. Anyways, Ethiopia unites, even though it unites with the East African Federation. And these lands here, guess what? They become countries, even though they won't last for the next episodes. Because now we won't have border war down here in South Africa here anymore. Yes, sir. No more border war. Yeah. Also, now I gotta give all these countries borders, which look like their old borders. Which will look disgusting, of course. Because I don't know. Tanzania looks surprisingly more Tanzanian than normal. And now we have the state of Ethiopia. Well, Tanzania is not in the country anymore. But these guys, they decide to join anyways, even though they violated the treaty. Now, what about this country? What's gonna happen to here because of this thing here? Finally have the border settled. That's the beautiful border. Now we finally don't have exclaves here anymore, don't we? Yes. And now a bunch of countries are happy because this free land, even though this free land looks ugly. Anyways, now Republic of the Congo, or is it Democratic Republic of Congo? Which one is better? And they annex it because classic Congo. Anyways, now we have a new union here being formed because a bunch of countries are corrupt because they were holding sides for this war and this war, and now they are corrupt for supplying the countries. So they all unite, especially these countries. Even though some countries here didn't even supply, but they decided to join anyway because their government was becoming corrupt. These guys also unite for a better economy. Now, but this Benin here was like, no sir, we're not gonna join because we still have a pretty good economy. Ghana is like, okay. Anyways, this and this. Yay, and this too. And finally that. Now, we got a new thing going on here in Nigeria. Because Nigeria, being classic Nigeria, even though they're not classic, they do some stuff in Cameroon, like funding rebels. Anyways, now let's focus here in Western Sahara. The debate is finally settled between Morocco and Western Sahara. We have this hella ugly border. Yes. I believe that's the border that I saw when I searched it on Wikipedia. Now Morocco has the ugliest border in the world. Now what do we do with all this extra land? And oh my god, we annex it. We annex it, of course. Says Mauritania, who definitely was on the side of Western Sahara before, but now isn't. Because they're like, ooh, free land, let's get some. Algeria is pissed. So they do this. They don't though, but they wish they could do this. Even though it would cause big war. Now, we can focus on what Nigeria did. Let's see what happens. Let's get the rebels. Here are the rebels. Here are the rebels. They're popping up. Now let's have the rebels be this color. The rebels are popping up everywhere. No, Nigeria's gonna be that color. Rebels are gonna be red. Rebels are popping up. They're popping too much everywhere. What should we do? I don't know, but we must save this wonderful country. Yes, we must. Oh, guess what? This thing, I chose green because Nigeria, of course. Green. Oh boy. This is not good. Time to steamroll over this stuff. Now, yes. Now we have no more Cameroon. Sad. Definitely rebels that weren't funded by Nigeria. Definitely not. Secretly uses secret propaganda which are disguised so that they don't look like propaganda. Show that these rebels were funded by other countries, blaming other countries. So they quote-unquote peacekeeped the country. Also, they did this, finally, someone who has manners for good borders. But what should, no, you're not getting that. Cause you're a bastard. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. Don't you know about that? How do you know I'm a bastard? See, you revealed it. No, sorry, I meant how do... Stop. Stop talking. Or say goodbye to existing. Anyways, it's pretty much what's going on. Apart from one last thing here, we got my favorite thing that's gonna happen. Apart from sea levels rising, I forgot I did that to Bangladesh. I'm sorry, Bangladesh. Even though I think that should have been the border. I forgot I did that to Bangladesh. I'm sorry, Bangladesh. But Bangladesh. Quote by Bangladesh. What? Please, we have this. Well, I think I'm gonna end off the video right here. Still wonder how I still haven't fixed that weird border here. Even though there's a bunch of border gore going on here. Gotta fix that soon. Now I know the perfect okay, just kidding. Now I know the perfect person to fix that. Yes. Might be Iran, might not be Iran. Or might be this guy wanting to be big and powerful again. And ruling this much of the world again. Just kidding though. Enough jokes. Because we got something in Central America. You thought something was gonna happen in South America. No, nothing ever happens in South America. We got something happening in Central America. We got the formation of the canal countries, where it's just Panama Canal, Costa Rica, and Nicaragua uniting. Yes, to form the canal countries. Even though USA didn't like that, because they don't like Nicaragua. So they send quote-unquote peacekeeping forces. Yes, classic USA from classic times during USA. Yeah, we'll just call that canal the Nicaragua Canal. The better version of the Panama Canal. Anyways, got America sending some stuff. Peacekeeping forces to destroy Nicaragua. And it works. Classic. They keep it. And they occupy it non-stop. And we got someone who don't like that, China. So they make plans for big stuff that will happen in the future. Probably 2026. Well, today this year is definitely not 2026 though. So they are angry at Panama that they decided to do that. So they annexed these countries or occupy this country as well. They do the same thing they do with Iraq and Afghanistan back in here. They do the same thing they do in here. Yes. They do something they do in here. They now do it in here. But this time in the jungle. Reminds me of something here. Anyways, I should probably end off the video here. That's all for today's video. I think I'm gonna have to say goodbye. And this is ending off the video with a blast. Goodbye. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Please subscribe. And let's try and reach our goal of 40 subscribers by the end of next month. Thank you very much, and I will see you next time.